Okay, so we're going to be wrapping this box. We have the rolling wrapping paper, tape, and scissors. First thing you want to do is you want to take the box and find kind of the least good side. That's going to be the bottom of the box. We're going to call this the bottom. And we're going to put it face up. We're going to unroll a bit of the wrapping paper. And you want to put the box lengthwise across the wrapping paper. There's plenty of wrapping paper here, but if it were a bigger box, it'd be more important. And what you want to do is you want to fold some paper up and then roll this box on all sides. And then you see that the box is covered plus that little bit that's inside. And now we're going to go ahead and cut the paper. You can also tape it first, but this is... All right, so now we have enough paper to get around the four sides. What we're going to do is we're going to take this first raw edge and fold it over and make a nice neat seam as parallel as possible to the raw edge. Okay, so now we're going to tape this roughly in the middle, from this way, side to side. We're going to tape it so we're covering about half of the box side with the paper, and we're going to tape it down. Now, to get a nice, neat, tight box, what you do is you pull the back end of the paper and pull it tight and just make a little bit of a crease here along the front edge. We're going to roll. We're going to, on the back side, pull the paper tight, and again, we're going to do a little bit of a crease. Roll it one more time, again keeping this back, my right hand here, pulling the paper tight, and we're going to do another seam and another, and now we're back to the bottom. Oh yeah, now we're back to the bottom of the box. Okay, so there's a large overlap here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this over. Actually, I'm going to cut some more. So I'm going to make, like I did with the first edge, I'm going to fold this over so there's no raw edge showing. And I cut this very close, pulling tight. And I'm going to tape this. You might need to tape it in multiple places. But now I've got the four long sides of the box tightly packaged. All right, this is where it gets more challenging. We want to have a nice end. There's a lot of paper here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this down, and I'm going to see, oh, this is about 2/3 of the way down the side of the box is right here. So now, at that point, I'm going to cut. Now, if I do it at 2/3, I get enough coverage, but it's also manageable. And we'll see that right away. I'll take this out. And if I fold this down, it's going to go past halfway, but the paper is manageable. All right, so remember we talked about the bottom of the box. This is the bottom of the box. It's got the original edge taped down, and then this, the other edge. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this down as straight as I can, and I'm going to make a crease here. That's the easy part. This next part is the key to making this good. So I'm going to just pull the camera in a little bit. Oh. This is where the magic happens. What you want to do is you want to kind of open this up a little bit and fold down here so that this piece that's coming down from the top goes all the way out to the edge. Pinch it, and now I'm going to make a triangle with a crease here, but only with this kind of the piece coming down pressed right up against the edge. I'm gonna make a crease. I'm gonna go over to the other side. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna pull the paper across to the side, and when this piece coming down from the top is pressed out all the way to the side, then I can make a nice crease down here. One at a time, I'm going to fold this crease over, and see at the bottom here, I'm going to again push the paper down all the way so that it's tight up against the box, and now make a crease, a triangular crease. Over here, I've pushed it all the way, I've made my triangular crease. I'm going to fold it over, and when I fold it over, I'm going to make sure that I press this down so it goes right to the edge before I make my triangular crease. Now everything is nice and tight. I pull this up and I tape it down. Now, because I only had like 2/3 of the, I cut it off when at 2/3 down. I don't have too much paper. I have enough paper. I get a nice pointy seam because I pulled everything flat before making my triangles. Everything is flat and it's nice and tight along the seams. So let's do that again on the other side. So I fold it down and I find where roughly 2/3 of the way down, and I'm sure there's an exact science to this, but 2/3 is a good measure. Half is not going to be enough. The full height of it is going to be too much. And if you get this paper that has a grid on the back, like this paper, makes it nice for making straight lines. So again, what I'm going to do at the top of my box is fold it over so I get a nice crease. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this down as tight as I can and over as far as I can with the right hand, and then taking the left hand, then I create that triangle crease. Doing the same thing, I want to pull down, push the paper out with this hand that's not making the triangle crease, push so the paper goes all the way out to the edge. Now I make my triangle crease. Take the first triangle crease, fold it over, so make a nice crease along the edge of the box, and taking that now flap at the very bottom and making sure that that gets right into the corner here. Now, when that's there, I make the triangle crease, and I can even adjust it. I can make it, and I'm going to do the same thing over here. Push it all the way over, and then pull the paper in before I make my triangle crease. And once again, I've got nice tight corners, and these 4 flaps are all lying flat. Oh, look at that, it's beautiful. This would probably have shown up better if I'd used a kind of less busy paper. But now I'm going to put my tape here, and all of the paper is flat, nice crisp seams, and there's no kind of bulging at the ends.